Hello, folks. It's J.W.Haynes. Coming to you today, we're going to talk about term limits in regards to the United States legislature. And, the reason we're going to talk about that is because there is so much money, over $5 billion, $5 billion, I said that, $5 billion worth of net worth, meaning the U.S. senators and the House of Representatives. There's over $5 billion that those two branches are worth as far as individual net worth, over $5 billion combined. And so that being the case, it's time to look at something. A lot of these people have been in office for way too long. Nancy Pelosi, for instance, she's worth $247 million now. Highly in Apple, Amazon, that sort of thing. I do not know what her prior net worth was before she went into office, but I would bet you that it's not $247 million. And I will find out. But, it's one of those things that if we change these term limits to 6 years on the congressional side and 12 years on the Senate side, we'll be able to bring new ideas in. Human nature just automatically makes us become sort of complacent when you've been at a job for 25, 30 years, And there's a lot of them in the Senate and the House of Representatives that have been there a long time. And so that being the case, they have heard a little something over here, heard a little something over here, something over here, and so they invest in 1, 2, 3 things. Next thing you know, you got an IPO out there that gets bought in at $52, and they buy 100,000 shares, and the next thing you know, within a year, it's at 197 a share, and they quadrupled their money. And so it's one of those things that we need to stand up as a nation, as a country, and as an individual and look at this situation, because it's been called the swamp. That's what it is. And when I say this, I'm not talking Democrats. I'm not talking Republicans. I'm not talking independents. I'm talking about the whole deal. My question is, why would you want to run for Congress? Why would you want to run for Senate if you have let's say you're an attorney out there and you're a very successful attorney in the state that you're in, and you're making a couple million a year, which is a lot more than the average American, and you're going to give up that business. You're going to give up the whole business or pass it on to your partners so that you can go to Washington, D.C.? For what? Do you think you can really make that much of a difference? Or is it to go up there and make the money? And so, unfortunately, I believe it's the latter. It's to go up there and make the money. I've been told that there's more money in Washington, D.C., just right there around the Capitol there, than there is in Beverly Hills. Now, that is astounding. Everybody's always thought Beverly Hills is the place to be, Well, apparently it's not. Apparently it's Washington, D.C. And I want to ask another question. How much these people get paid, and we as taxpayers pay them? How much would they work for, or would they work for free? Or would they pay to have a Senate position or a House position? Some people would probably pay $1 million to have a 4-year term, especially if they've been there for 20 years and they know they're going to make 25 or 100 million off the next 4 years. Come on, people, let's wake up. If you like what I'm saying, give me a thumbs up. Send me a comment on it, and I'll guarantee you I'll take a look at it and see. Because if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I think it's time to try something different, because this is not working, not one bit. All we've done is gotten ourselves in more and more and more debt. And it's not just that one thing. It's a combination of quite a few things, which I'm going over in podcasts, and you can go and take a look at them and see. I'm J.W. Haynes. God bless America, and God bless John Wayne.